All right, you two. Look at them projectors. Anyway, I'm back with my car, and I figured I would talk about the bumper lip flip. Some people aren't a fan. It's not a hard mod. It looks so aggressive. I love it. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about on the bumper lip flip. The top, which is now the bottom, is narrow, so it doesn't fit as wide as your bumper. You'll have to stretch your bumper out, drill a hole, and zip tie it into place before you even really get to going. I used a heat gun on this bumper. I heat treated it again after I put it on to make it set so it wouldn't put too much tension on all the zip ties. You're going to use a gang of zip ties. I don't know if you can see and tell, but there is a gang of zip ties holding this thing together. There's a section of the lip that has holes in it. To bolt it up, you're going to have to cut and grind that off. Not the easiest thing. You're going to have to have an artistic hand on that one. You know, your toe strap hook is right there. Well, you won't be getting to that no more because it's now that your bumper's upside down. This is like a vent hole on the bottom on the total opposite side. I'm gonna get an aftermarket toe hook, put it right there. But you know, those are just things to look out for. But to do the bumper flip is not too hard. If your car is lowered, it is going to scrape even more because the low part of your car is even lower and it's at the front. I don't know if you can tell, but most Volvos, the bumper lip goes in and back. This one goes, well, they go down and inward. This one goes down and outward to the bumper. So, lots of scraping. I didn't care because my bumper was already broke. Has hit something, as you can see right there. So, I didn't have any remorse. Plus, you can get these cheap 240 bumpers off of eBay for next to nothing. So I figured, why not flip one and then I could buy a stock one and put it together. And if I ever feel like going back, I just take that one off and slide another one on. That's already put together the normal one. But I'm gonna pop the hood. I didn't do much different than I did on my other car. I put a CD player in it, you know. The electrical issues of a Volvo 240 are real. I mean, you don't believe me? Let me just don't throw that off and let you look at that. Look at those old style fuses. Man, I hate them fuses. I had to rewire, like the cigarette lighter auxiliary power. I had to rewire it. I had to rewire the CD player. I have LEDs on all corners, plus LEDs on the projectors. So, and I wasn't sure how that was gonna work out at work, but like I said, I had some electrical issues I had to get past. All right. Bam. There it is. Tiny motor and a big under hood space. It's a 2.3. Can you even tell that's light blue on the camera? Doesn't matter. Anyway, I added a thermostat because I wanted to know the real temperature number, not a suggestion. I had to do so much to that throttle to get that throttle to work right. It wasn't opening full throttle. In case you didn't know, there's a hole right there. You see that? That hole right there. It looks like it would be threaded, but it's not threaded. And most people that do the NA to turbo, they just drill that out and tap it, and that's their return. And that's what I'm gonna do. And then a lot of people use that sensor, oil pressure sending sensor, and they tee it off and they use that one. I might not do that for sending. You probably can't see it, but up in here is a little cap off right between the alternator and water pump. And it's part of the oil system too. And a lot of people use that. They take the alternator off, and thread in, they're fitting, put the alternator back on, you can't even see the supply line. And I went slim electric fan. That shroud came out to here. Barely could get to the pulleys and whatnot. Now I got all that room. So as far as mods, I really don't even know what to do, y'all. I know what I can do. It's just making the decision of what to do. That's the hard part. So maybe in the near future I'll figure it out. But until then, I think I'm gonna keep it all Volvo parts and go with Volvo stuff because the reason I got this car is because they're cheap. Volvo parts are cheap, motors are cheap, everything's cheap, and I like to, experiment with those for a little while, see how that goes. So, don't be disappointed because my car doesn't have the wheels that the thumbnail have on it. They'll be back on. I might get another set. I want some gold, like 20 spoke wheels. They have a stock Volvo wheel that looks like that too. I just haven't came across one. I came across those ones that look like a star. I like how they look, and I was like, okay, I'll take these snowflake looking wheels, but the other wheels, I was like, I just haven't came across. And I want them to be 17s, not 16s. So let's pop the trunk. A little cheap eBay lip. Has 6x9s. It has 4-door speakers. It has a subwoofer and an 1800 watt Kenwood amp. I do. I love these cars. This is a spare tire, and there's enough room to put a spare tire right there too. So you can have 2 spare tires in these things. My sticker bomb job. Yeah. I figured, why not? Why not? Obviously, someone put that from the junkyard. It says 240 DL, but I looked it up, and this is a 244. So I guess they just saw it, said, yeah, that'll work, and they stuck it on. But there'll be more. I want nitrous, I want boost juice, and I want a turbo. So y'all click the subscribe button, click the bell. Hell, hit that like too. Enjoy yourself.